What do you do, baby?
Yeah. Welcome back, Timothy.
What did you do?
Nice variation.
What do you do, baby?
Thanks for that. Wow, bonus. Bonus. Must be feeling good. This is Nice Try for the fans, for all the fans. Yeah, what a time. Sure, I'm quite sad that it's the last match of the year. I feel like we just got warmed up. Actually, no, we barely warmed up. That match against England, we didn't even make it into third gear, right?
I think they were periods.
Just third gear, though.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like we finally are in gear. We're just idle. Nothing changed really, in my estimation.
Okay.
Because Cameron hadn't played yet, so now
it's up.
Yes, so
Now it's up.
now we've actually started.
Okay.
And what a way to end as well.
My goodness, the long-awaited son of SA Rugby.
Yes.
Actually, but no, we're not talking about that yet. But I did see I can't remember who said it, but they said, "Ooh, Cameron Hanekom is the closest we'll see to the player Rassie," which I thought was quite interesting. You know, it's always weird to compare people from such different eras, but I thought maybe they were just trying to pay him a high compliment. But yeah, we'll talk about him in a bit. First, let's take a look back. It was 2 out of 4 for North and South this past weekend. Ireland sneaking past Argentina. If you want to talk about unconvincing, that was that.
Yeah.
I was there for my Puma brothers, but they're their worst enemy. We've seen this the whole year. They can do more, but they... Anyway, so that was 22-19. The final score there. And the Irish, they didn't even look happy, because I feel like maybe they considered that a loss, just going by their body language after the match. They didn't have a lot to take out of that in terms of satisfaction. Then the French, 1 point in it over New Zealand. What a spectacle. Beautiful sights there at Stade de France. 30 points to 29. Just, hey? Just. And then Wales, oh man, my heart. Wales going down 20 points to 52 to Australia, of all people. Wales just, shame. I'm almost sad that we're playing them this weekend. Like, they deserve better than that. Just, the fans. I'm not even talking about they're so faithful. How full was that stadium? They show up and they have to endure what they saw.
That's on them.
Okay. Okay. 2020. Why do I have 2019? No, that was the score at one stage, but no, 2029, the final score. South Africa coming back from the 2019 scoreline to seal it in third gear. That's what they did. So those were the results from the past weekend. South Africa will of course take on Wales in their last match. Lots of changes made because the Welsh, they are just in the deepest, darkest of valleys. Welsh rugby. I was listening to Cape Talk. It wasn't a sports show. It was just kind of John Matham lamenting on behalf of the Welsh fans, saying, you go, you're like, oh, we're playing the world champions, we're gonna go to the stadium, and then you kind of celebrate like, oh yes, Ox, he's going off. We can breathe. Oh no! Look who's coming on. It's and then, oh, these fresh Hendrickse brothers. They're going off. Oh, we can relax now. Oh no! It's Handré Pollard coming on. So there's no reprieve. South Africa not holding anything back, as Rassie named his team. But before we go there, let's look back at the English match, or the match with the English. Good things for England can be, I guess, summed up in one thing. Marcus Smith, he's doing it. But for me, that isn't like such a great thing because he's an individual. He has his moments of, things that he creates and does. But they were their own worst enemy as well, because we weren't firing on all cylinders, and yet they were unable to finish. They couldn't execute. They tried, and it felt like this is they're really going for it, and we're holding back, and yet we're still beating them.
Yeah, I think just thinking back on the game, now you mentioned that, what can you give them as a kudos? I can't think. Maybe goal kicking. They didn't miss any kicks.
Yeah, that's it, Marcus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Freddie Stewart, I mean, it's always been good in the air. So.
Yes, but defense. He didn't stand a chance.
Sure, Grant. Wow.
Yeah. So stay in the air, Freddie.
Yeah.
Fly, Freddie. Just don't land.
Yeah, I think. I mean, they got once.
Lineouts. They interrupted. They were, or was that our mistakes rather than them?
I mean, Marks was throwing that ball like a discus. So I don't know if it was necessarily their pressure. I think it was 7 of 7 in the first half. So I can't remember lineout being stolen.
I'm trying, yeah.
Well, to be fair, I don't remember us stealing too many of theirs either. So
no, and
they
also
threw skew. They were their own worst enemy. Cowan Dickey was that like blatant.
Cowan Dickey, shame.
Yeah, I think they put us under pressure at the ruck. A few turnovers conceded just because of sort of technical errors of us trying to seal off or being lazy.
Yeah, sealing off with your whole body.
Yeah, which is obviously a result of pressure. So I think that would probably be their standout. The kicking game wasn't too bad either. But yeah, I think I don't know. They're in like a weird spot right now. I think they're obviously missing a few key players.
Yes.
Which would have changed things a bit. But I mean, the same could be said for us. Ox went off early, and the scrum was still dominant.
Yep.
I think we only had one issue there with.
It was. I think it was Gerard's first scrum
or second scrum. I think he won the first scrum, and second scrum they pinged him for an infringement there. But after that, it was like plain sailing.
Once they got sealed in.
And I mean, we miss Moerbe. I think defensively, that's where you see it because.
Okay.
Yeah, communication is not the best. And just organizing the defense.
But I actually thought that you would say that was Willie, missing Willie.
Well, Dwayne is usually Dwayne was our defensive sort of organizer, and then France took that mantle from him, and obviously France has been out.
Yes.
So it's no surprise where we see, like you saw Scotland last week, same thing, sort of just like carving us up. Freddie Stewart had that one run where he just went through, and obviously the try they scored, that was just, it's almost as if we didn't see it coming, and then they targeted our props, and this is what I'll say probably about Wilco is in terms of his just mobility. he's not as mobile as a France or Kutsov or our other props, and so I mean I don't know if they game plan for that, but I mean 2 of the tries came through on his side, so what we gained in the scrum, we probably lost a bit in mobility, but then I think the guy should have organized a bit better. I mean, you see the same thing when Mani plays, and the channel, they'll usually put him at fullback because they'll have our centers take up that sort of extra responsibility. Not because Mani can't tackle, but Mani weighs 80 kilos.
So and you saw it with that underhill try as well.
I mean, he didn't even try and get his body underneath because he couldn't. So that's just that's one thing that they've obviously had that sort of preparation, but with Volko, his first game since what? I said
2021, not 2014.
But so I think clearly there was some lapse there. But after that, and obviously it's his first game in a while, you can see sort of like he was breathing quite heavily, and then later in the game, which you think it would be the opposite, you see him start to find his feet, and it's just a natural thing. Fortunately for us, it didn't cost us too much, because I mean that first 15 minutes was like how many points? The majority of the points were scored in that first 15.
Yeah, that was it.
4th minute they score, we scored 2 charge downs, then Grant first, then the 2
charge downs,
and then underhill score. So it's like this crazy
so
period.
Fast,
yes. And so I think it's not indicative, because after that we were fortunate because they gave away chances, but we also held firm.
Yes.
I'm even thinking of that last tackle that Jesse gave, where he reads the pass and tackles the guy back.
Oh yes, shame. Yeah, he was quiet-ish, but made an impact.
Yeah.
And
defensively, especially.
Yeah, that's his work.
Yeah, and I think I saw something. South Africa of the Tier 1 nations are averaging the most dominant tackles.
I believe that.
For the season.
Yeah.
And I mean, Kurtley had a massive hit. Jasper and Sia had massive hits. Sia had a massive hit as well. So, I think it's just like bedding in issues. But overall, once we got settled, it wasn't. I didn't find anything concerning. And that's what I'm saying, like, it's sort of stasis. Not a lot has changed from what we knew. So that's why I'm just excited, obviously.
I was really happy to see, and I was looking out for it because of what you said last week with Kurtley, maybe shying away from contact and things like that because of his recovery from his concussion. And he didn't look like a man who was concussed. So it was great to see him getting in and showing that fearlessness that we've gotten used to. And pity about that try. It would have been nice to have.
I do feel like, I don't know, I'm not going to give him the all clear yet, because that dive was a bit clownish. I don't know if they didn't water the pitch, but he definitely had some bounce where I was like, oof, come on, fella. I remember how he scored the previous try.
Okay.
He was flying.
Sure.
This was like I was like, nah. Get this guy some ball, please.
No, man.
Maybe reaching. Japan will be good for him.
You're reaching.
Well, he's going to Japan, right?
Yeah, so there.
And he's only back in March.
That's a great way to get rid of any kind of grease or any kind of rust. Yes.
Yeah, to get the mind right.
The confidence.
Yeah. So I think that will be good. The one thing I will say, so with our shorter wingers, our kicking needs to be like pinpoint, especially if they have players like bigger players, because I actually went to go check every kick that we made.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, putting in the work.
Yeah.
And in the cases where we did lose the contest, it's because the ball was too far.
Okay.
And so we have a guy having to stretch himself.
Okay.
When it's in a very contestable area, I have no doubt that we can challenge. Like our guys are fearless. But the further it is, height becomes more of a factor.
And so that's, like you say, it's not, you can't teach
You
that.
can't teach that.
Yeah. That said, the Marnie's kick to Cheslin was perfect, though. Because any further and it's any closer and Stewart gets him.
Yeah, but that's like a crossfield kick. I'm talking more about contestable box kicks and up and unders. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to talk about that kick. Because we saw some lovely glimpses of the Marnie magic, and that's what we're here to talk about.
Are we? About the Marnie misses.
Okay. However, though,
why did he take that 50 meter?
I don't know what that was about. I said, Marnie, my child, what are you doing? And you know what? There's something that's just so lovely about that self-belief.
No. We're not a project for.
It's so admirable that it doesn't matter. He'll back himself.
Nah, this is delusional. No, but the thing is,
I believe in him, and I thank him for being such an inspiration.
Listen, it wasn't too far. But I don't know why he decided to do that after he'd missed the conversion.
If he made it, do you know what that would have been like for him? So I think, it's just, anyway, that wasn't the kick I wanted to discuss. So good stuff there. I know we're like, the world is a broken record when it comes to the bomb squad and the replacements, and now other people are talking about this RASI system, the squad system. This is the future, because in a lot of ways, even when we were behind, I know it was only like 2019, no one was panicking, but even when we were behind, you can take such confidence knowing that if these guys run out of gas, it's okay, because we have world-class players on the bench, whereas not a lot of teams can say that, and England definitely couldn't. Like, they deflated when their bench came on rather than the other way around. Quivers, he brought on some great energy. I mean, Grant was spectacular, but I'm just, he maintained the tempo. Yeah, that was nice. Handre, of course, brought the calm and sealed it. Yeah,
so just to talk about the calm, especially. Andre 100% on all kicks that he contested with someone else there.
Yeah.
So he was crazy good under the eyeball, which is something to consider.
Yes.
Marnie wasn't doing that.
No, okay. That's lovely. And who else? Okay, Malcolm.
50-50. I hate the fact.
What's happening there?
I hate the fact, and it's almost
It's 2024 though has not been his.
I still don't think he's like 100% fit.
He came back for like 2 weeks after breaking his leg or something.
Yeah, because then he got another injury.
Yeah,
so I don't think he's 100% fit, but I mean it doesn't excuse the lineouts. But it's funny. I want to say I need to go double check this. But just watching Marks, it seems like every time he misses a throw, within 5 phases he's going to turn that ball over.
Okay.
It's almost as if he's like possessed. I don't know if he's trying to get sort of prop bets on his turnovers.
It's like when, as children, when you throw the broken tiles in the pool and then you go dive down to fetch it. That kind of thing.
Check it out. I mean, Ibn does the same thing. When he makes a mistake, he tends to win that line out, if there is a line out within those next 5 phases. This is not a science, but I see it happening. Pattern recognition game,
Okay. That's when you're missing the Springboks, go back and watch all of their matches and take notes.
get back to us.
Yes, please. Let us know because we're here for facts, science, and statistics. And this is something that hasn't been noted by anyone else. So we're here to pioneer, break ground. So does that conclude the look back? No. What else? No, that's it, hey. Anything?
I mean, Grant had a great game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he did anything wrong outside of a few kicks that went a bit too long. The ruck was a bit messy, but he dealt well with it compared to, considering our Jaden. So I guess that answers that question. If the ruck is under pressure, you want probably
scrambles.
Yeah, you probably want Grant, and it kind of makes sense because you have more loose forwards or forwards attending to that, and so around the edges might not be the greatest vigilance, and so you need that nippy sort of player to take advantage of that. And I mean, we almost had two instances. The first one was that swing pass, reverse pass, kind of caught people, but that didn't work. And then the next phase after that, he burst through because people are nervous. And then I think, who am I thinking of? I think Fassi had a bit of a not a bad game, but I think defensively, I think he just did a few things that I don't know if it's part of the coaching plan, but it seemed like he was doing things out of order.
Yeah.
Just there was this one break, Fassi kicks it, but it's sort of a very long kick into the hands of the player, so it doesn't get the player to move, which will buy you time as a chasing player. So that's first mistake. Second mistake is his chase is then direct to the player, so the player just steps him, and instead, like, I understand if you want to play the team on, play them on side, but then still be structured so that we're defending as a solitary line and not just as a, I don't know, maybe they want this sort of spear piercing, but if the point is easily blunted, then it's pointless. And then they came down that side, and then Mani had to cover because obviously Fassi isn't there. And then Mani almost hits the ball out on the up and under. So I think he did it twice in the match, if I remember correctly. So I don't know if that's just tactical
maybe it was
awareness.
an experiment.
Maybe, but I think the kick just that sort of doesn't lean to that. I don't know what they're experimenting. It's kind of a known result.
Oh, so maybe it was a failed experiment.
Yeah, I think just someone like if you have someone like Will Jordan, you're doing that.
Then you can.
No, you're gonna get burned.
Oh, you mean against? Oh no,
Yeah.
I thought if Will Jordan was fussy.
Nah. No, because you're
He
defending.
was putting in the kick. Oh no, defending against Will Jordan. Oh no.
Yeah.
No. Then you don't
You're
stand a chance.
asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Or someone
It's
like
a gift.
or even someone like James Lowe that has like a monster boot. You're just going to lose territory.
Yeah, and that's
So
pointless.
that was
scrap it.
that was the one thing. Yeah, I was like, Fassi, you could rather even go for it yourself.
Yeah.
Make it a contestable for you. It's very few people that can challenge
That's what
him.
I'm saying. It might have been a failed experiment. Maybe that was what you meant to do.
The
but then
trajectory
something
of the
went wrong.
kick was
No.
crazy low. I was like, what
Okay.
is this man
Then
doing?
I don't know. I can't explain.
Yeah, so that was
what
like
he
the
trying
one
to
thing.
do.
Hopefully, I want to see some level of improvement there.
Yeah, it's nice that he's given another chance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm suspecting Vali's got a knock because from the earlier reports, it seemed like Rashi definitely wanted Vali to make his 100th in South Africa.
Yeah.
He confirmed that in sort of the interview after the team selection. But he's on 98 now, if I remember correctly. So it would have been nice to. But I guess
Come
Caps
back to
he
it.
plays both games. It doesn't really matter.
You can warm up and then
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, but I mean, it would have been nice to have that sort of extra security blanket around Jordan. Because, I mean, it's nice to have Vali on your as your mentor. Kind of saw. I mean, who played fullback against Wales when Jordan played his first game? Do you remember?
I want to say that was Billy.
Was it?
Because Wales.
There goes my theory.
No, but our first. No, I could be wrong, but I kind of remember us talking about how it was the perfect blend of young and experienced.
Oh, you might be 100% right.
But I don't know if we were referring to them or if it was up front, because of course there were lots of youngins.
Yeah, it might be the case that it was really. Yeah, but then I don't know.
Well, it's the rematch this weekend. I think will be the start of the decline, and now we're sealing the decline for Wales. Like, man, it's just they're in such a tough spot, and to end the year off against the world champions who are just
was fussy.
What?
Yeah, maybe they time they're both at the Sharks now, so hopefully, because he has been playing much better at 10, Jordan. So and he had Mapimpi, Estes, and Kriel around him. Now he's got Dukes, Colby, and
Solid,
and Kirtley.
Yeah,
and then obviously he was with Faf then. And he's with Jaden. And I would say Jaden is more technically sound, you know.
Yeah.
So we'll
nice
see.
backline. I like it.
Yeah.
I like this backline. Looking forward to seeing them, and then of course we're looking forward to seeing Cameron Hanekom come off the bench for his debut, making it 52 players that Rassie has used this year.
That's crazy.
Incredible.
I mean, they gave a list of the nations, sort of how much players they've used. I want to say someone is Australia. It's number one. I think they use 64 players.
Yeah.
Then South Africa, and then France. Just because they sent like a B team
yes, they sent
to Argentina in that sort of pre-rugby championship tour. And because I guess top 14 is so powerful there that the top players don't really travel if they don't want to, it seems like. So I mean, outside of that, there's no other squad that's doing what we're doing. Sure. Australia's in a unique position. They need to rebuild. South Africa doesn't need to. And yet we've been able to spread it around as much. I still have some concerns over a few positions.
Like Locke? Or
Locke was just the injury crisis.
Yeah, okay, now that Mostard's back,
feeling
a little better.
It's kind of
okay.
Ergia as well.
Yeah.
Sous was sort of unique because he's not an injury prone player. You literally needed to break his leg. But Ergia was always sort of question marks. Hopefully, he's past that. Eben's Eben. And then Ruan Nokia came along very nicely. Seems like, I don't know if Jean Klein is still part of the plan.
The long-term plan, you mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, he has been shooting the lights out at Munster, so...
Okay, well, we'll see on Saturday what he does.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's not the greatest testing ground, but...
Yeah, well, we'll see. Locke, it's not
so
dire.
then, what are you worried about?
Is
it because of...
So Grobela, this is kind of, for me, would be make or break here because...
He hasn't, used his opportunity.
Yeah, he has not. And I think it's nice because Rassie's given him a great platform. A World Player of the Year nominee potential on his outside. He's got Eben on the bench and Ergia.
Yeah.
And then I would have liked to see him start with that, but we'll see because I don't see any other mean, under Hugo Venter played against Portugal, but he hasn't really
that
seen
wasn't a
it.
good test.
Weber, I mean, if we have line-out issues
no.
now,
No.
you all don't want to see
No, you
that.
don't so.
And then they obviously had Jan Hendrik Wessels who got injured, so I think maybe they wanted to play because he was called up,
Yes.
Grobelaar and Hanekom, obviously.
So that could be the longer term.
That could be the longer term. But I think he should now have it in his mind that, you know, if he does take it, then he stands a good chance to continue. So that would be my main concern.
Okay.
12, I'm not so convinced. Yeah, but I mean, we have Lucanio, they can play both, so not so worried. Damien can do a job there as well. So everything else is pretty much sorted. It's just the Suka for me. That's the main issue. And then some of our props are a bit long in the tooth, so I don't know where we are at developing, seeing really stalwart stand-up players. And then 6.
Well,
Which,
that's what this weekend is about.
Yes, so this could be the...
This is the solution.
Yeah, because even Rassi, Rassi was talking about Hanekom and it's like, oh, he deserves this. He's been in the plans for a while. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And then he said he sort of has the skills to play 6.
Yes.
But he kind of didn't give it away completely. But I think that might be because he's such a threat on the ball.
Yeah.
But when he played for the Bulls, so he has played there before for the Bulls, he wasn't as dominant. So I guess it depends what you want from your 8. I think the 8 in the Bulls setup has probably got more freedom, whereas 6 in our setup has got way more freedom. So I think it might be that he slots in.
That's a natural transition there.
Perfectly, yeah. So it's going to be interesting, and I'd like to see when he comes on what is the makeup of the loose trio. Because if it's him, Peter, Steph, my goodness. And we don't have Kwagga on the bench, but that would have been like
whether it's
hybrid.
Alrich or Jasper,
it's still pretty nifty. So that's the one part of the Welsh team that isn't like completely lacking.
Yeah,
I mean, Jack Morgan.
He's probably, but thankfully he's young, so he's gonna like work through this.
Yeah,
and he's going to.
He's gonna be hard.
He's gonna stand on the top of the mountain as well.
Yeah. I think
I dreamed that for him.
27 or 34 tackles, which is crazy.
He carried the nation. Although, Shane, what was his name? Rogers with the scrum cap. Whose scrum cap is that? Because he showed. I mean, I was looking for something, but yeah, definitely. He had some power of the scrum cap on his side for some moments. It was obviously not nearly enough, but it was nice to see these young players doing some things.
Yeah, no, I think in terms of their talent, it's probably lying amongst their loose forwards. It's funny enough because I mean the URC teams have done relatively well considering
the state of the nation.
Yeah, so you would have thought that they would have a bit more talent coming through the ranks, but I guess it's just.
But then maybe it's also like a system problem, a coaching system problem.
Yeah,
like with England, it's not necessarily a coaching system problem. It's like moments of weakness on the field where it's like, who told you to do that? Whereas with this, it could be a bigger issue.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or it could just be the opposition, like they're just facing the wrong people at the wrong time.
I don't know, but the last time we played them, this Costello fella, no man, come on guys, he looks like a schoolboy. You know who looks like a schoolboy? Sorry, this is a side note. Have you seen the prop that came out for England?
Oh, shame! Oh, and his jersey was very clean.
Yo, he looks like a schoolboy.
And then having to play against these monsters. It's against the
Beasts.
spirit of the game.
Yeah. No, but I see they've got also a young plum tree there as well.
Oh.
Yeah, tame plum tree.
Okay. No
Schooled-
relation?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
His son.
What?
Yeah, so
oh,
this is
a
when.
literal young plum. Oh.
Yeah, so he was schooled in South
Yeah,
Africa when
yeah.
Plumtree was still coaching
Yeah.
the Sharks.
Huh.
Yeah. But I guess he's got sort of
Multiple citizenship.
yeah, because I mean it's
Pick and choose.
yeah, you could go anyway essentially.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean nice to see. But it's gonna be interesting to see. The things that I'm looking forward to most of all is obviously Jordan's performances.
Yes.
And what I want to see from him is 100% kicking.
Yeah.
Because Mani, we know that we will struggle to do a 6-2 or 7-1 split with Mani on the field because we have to account for the kicking.
Yes.
Whereas if Jordan can fill that, then it really puts pressure on him. And obviously opens up an option for us. Now our scrums are even more sort of more of a weapon.
Yeah, because it's
we can
100% all the time.
and we can punish you from what did Jordan kick that penalty from?
Oh, it was I want to
it
say
like
59, 62, something
something
like that.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now
It was
imagine.
either just in or just out.
Exactly. So that's what I want to see from him.
Okay.
The hands and the tries and that
It
that
can
will
happen.
come. That will come. You can't let your bread be your bread.
Okay.
You know, that's I don't know if that's a saying. I just made it
It
up.
is now.
But do the basics, right? And then from Cameron, same thing.
Yes.
No penalties, unnecessary penalties. Just tackle hard, run hard, ruck hard. That's it.
Yeah.
And you'll bowl from that. Like, I obviously think Cameron Hanekom is like a generational talent. That's my opinion. Injuries are concerning because I think he's like he doesn't play with any respect for his body.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's actually sort of fold his body out, if that makes sense. He's still
I
young.
can see that. Yeah.
He's still young, like
Yeah.
he's still growing. So
Yeah.
I think he must just be a bit more cautious, or they must give him some sort of, like a regimen that he can do that can
It
prevent.
could be like a Sia Khaleesi journey though, because he was quite young and then he had, he was always in a boot.
Yeah.
And now he can get into anything
Can break
and
his
he's
face.
back next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, it could be.
So, you
But
know.
like you obviously don't want that in your early stages of your career.
Especially not with the talent in that area.
Yeah. So I think Jordan can really stamp his name, I would say, to 2027 if this man is off the tee stone cold,
Yep.
because we know that he can play center,
Yep.
he can play fullback,
Yeah,
and he can
that's-
play fly off, and that's
Fullback would be as
well,
an option.
yeah.
Because although Damien,
this is my shower thought
Okay.
recently.
Okay.
Mani is Vali's replacement.
Okay. Carry on. I'm drawing the chart.
So Vali started at fly off,
Okay.
played predominantly fly off
Yeah.
early in his career, then moves to fullback because he doesn't have that responsibility. Vali and Mani, in terms of physical profile, are the same player.
I
They're
feel
the
like
same
their
height.
fan profile is also similar.
Hit and miss, right? Mr. Assist.
Yeah.
And so Mani, we don't like the same thing I was talking about Dwayne and France. That person that has that vision on the field
Yes.
to organize.
Yes.
Mine is that.
Okay.
They call this man the general and
But
whatever.
now, what are we gonna do with Damien when he comes back?
Damien can play center. Damien
So
plays
he's
center.
your 12.
He's our 12.
Okay.
Good physically,
Yeah.
but defensively.
Yeah.
And he's not, I wouldn't say he's a tackle breaker the same way Dukes is, but he can break.
Yeah. Lighter.
Exactly.
He's a lighter one.
But same profile as well. I think Dukes is a bit taller, but Damien I think might even be heavier.
Oh.
He's definitely
Yeah,
fast.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a different player but can fulfill the same role. Then you have Sash. Obviously.
Come on. Cool. Doesn't matter. Just whatever. Put him wherever.
So we got whoever's playing scrum off. I don't know who that is. Yeah. Jaden, Jordan. Sash.
Yep.
That's our number 10, guys. It is what it is. Wing.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It can be Kanan. Kanan can even play 13 as well, long term.
That's true.
I like a tall winger on the one side, just for that, especially if they're going to continue with this law or adjudication of the law. Colby or Kirtley, I don't know, whoever's still going at that stage.
Sure.
My pimps, I'm sorry, but I mean...
Yeah, well,
he's
done his service, though, and we appreciate you for it.
And then you can have Fassi or...
Mani,
and then Jordan as Iceman, if...
Okay. No, come on. Okay, I like it.
Right? Then you still have your Ethan Hookers, you have your Q and Horns.
Yes,
and
in the wings for the other pool match.
No, I'm not even saying you can mix and match. But I'm saying those are our options. Because, so that for me, that works for the Stormers as well. Because
they need to do it now, though.
They need to get rid of Warwick Galant.
Where is he going to go? The Pumas.
I said so.
No disrespect. The Pumas are amazing.
Warwick's obviously a World Cup winner. So we shouldn't disregard him. But I think he doesn't fit with the Stormers' personnel. Now he's fine if you don't have those other players there.
Okay.
But they do.
Yeah.
And it's so this is how I envision this. If I was the head of SA Rugby, Sasha needs to go to the Blue Bulls.
Yep.
Or Warwick needs to leave.
Full stop. I like how Sasha's got somewhere to go, but Warwick doesn't.
I don't know where Warwick goes. Where Warwick can't go to. Warwick could possibly go back to the Bulls.
No, don't.
Because Valley.
No. No, I don't think he fit there either, and he was very frustrated.
No, but he's more mature now. He is a more mature player, but he's not mature in. Nah, I'm not hating on Warwick.
No,
he's just
delightful.
It's
just not a fit. That's
it.
It's not. It's a system. It's like one of those, the one who got away, Stormers edition.
Yeah.
He doesn't fit there, but he also the same issues with the Bulls.
I think he could fit more at the Bulls.
Yeah, but we want more for him, so maybe we'll figure it out.
Yeah, so that's my long term.
Okay.
Because Mani, we can hide him in defense the same way we hide Valley. Valley's not defending on our line. What would have happened against Underhill would have happened if Valley was there.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't even have touched him though.
You know.
At least Mani put her hand.
So I think then Valley, we saw his cross kicking. Mani can do that. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
We know we can do that.
That's like for like.
And then Mani, when Mani plays with Pollard, when Valley plays with Pollard, remember there was a stage where you need to play Valley. If you're playing Pollard, you can't play Damien. Remember that was a discussion that was happening?
Silly. Yeah.
Because Andre couldn't manage, or not manage, but that's not his strength.
It's not his job.
It's not his strength.
No.
Whereas you can see the same thing with if Jordan plays fly off if we don't have Sash. Then you have Mani there to direct. You know?
Okay.
So it's a long speculation. That's just my shower thought.
It's great because now people listening can pretend that this is their thought and they will sound so insightful.
Yeah.
This week, next week.
Well, listen.
And weeks to come.
Because
it is a long-term plan.
True. And if you guys are going to borrow and lean on, the shower thought, you need to put it out there now. You can't say, oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought about this.
No.
Yeah.
The risk, the agenda's been set.
Yeah.
And then you can reap the benefits, or you just categorically deny that it was ever said. This is AI generated. If this doesn't come to pass. I was sick. ChatGPT.
Yeah, we used your voice,
Yeah.
From.
That's why I gave her what did he do?
Yeah, Yeah, that was the tell.
That was the tell.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks for that. Well, so much to look forward to, not only this weekend, but the future. It's exciting. I think we say that all the time, but this is the place that the Springboks are in. It's unbelievable because they're working things out. They're experimenting. They're doing different combos. They're trying different things. They're lacking in some areas and still playing around with what could be. And yet, they've won 11 out of 13 matches.
And lost the 2 games by 1 point.
Yeah. And one was a drop kick.
Which is crazy. And the one we should have kicked.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see?
So, yeah.
Imagine
when they've got things sorted. Like, what's it gonna be? Because there's almost no. It's a great place to be.
No, it is. It is. I just hope our URC teams do well. Mm-hmm. And by well, I mean no one gets long-term injured. Mm-hmm. That for me is success. I don't care about URC.
Yeah.
I just want my boys to get experience, play well, not get injured.
Test out combos.
Thank you.
Those kind of things. Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless getting injured there and then not.
Look, I mean, you're going to have niggles and stuff, but I'm talking about like serious
Yes,
things.
like wipe you out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
No.
I don't want to see that.
None of that.
Also, the concussions, don't want to see it because we know that it's more likely or you're more prone to concussions after the first one. So stay clear, gents, please. And then I want to see the guys that were injured. So like even Ruan Venter, Sasha. Yeah, these guys to come back and really,
stronger.
Yeah, I mean I saw Sash was training. He's looking sharp, yeah. So
nice.
we'll see.
Yeah, and don't play unnecessary friendlies or like invitationals.
Yeah,
it's done by
man.
radio stations and things. No.
But
don't do
pickleball, guys, if you are keen, every Sunday and Saturday.
Yes,
Thank you.
corner of Flaaberg and Polkadraai by the massive strawberry.
Yeah. I forgot that there was something else that I want to mention.
Is it another shower thought?
No. It's nice to see that the Shark Stormers game that was rescheduled has been sold out.
Wow!
Yes.
Well done, ticket buyers.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's nice to see.
Yeah.
There's kind of like a upswell in South Africans supporters because I mean,
Guys,
Bafana.
I was there.
Okay.
And it went so fast. I didn't want, because parking and traffic, we were like, we gotta leave early.
Yeah.
We forgot to leave early because it was just such a happy place. It was a party. Happy place to be. Of course, South Sudan, they're troubled.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't even send a proper
squad
because of
in, like, war?
Yes, well, yeah, it's really tricky. So but that aside, our players, they were enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
like they were really loving the fans. Ronwin was getting like claps going.
Okay,
it was just because he had nothing else to do. But it was such a vibe. Yes, and then they subbed him. So the older man, I don't know what his name is, he could make his debut.
See, I have no shower thoughts about
but the crowd went mental.
Oh yeah, okay. I just saw like a little clip of that.
No,
I was like, why did he get injured, or was it just a sentimental
he was bored.
thing? Was it a sentimental thing?
Maybe.
Okay.
But it was a bit
so
of a
Valley.
waste, man.
It's like a Valley move.
Yeah, he was just chilling.
Okay.
He was chilling. That's what he was like, doing things with the crowd because there was nothing else for him to do. So that was, and it was amazing because every seat was taken. Every seat sold was sat in.
Yeah. No, that's
and
good.
it was great that the city showed
what
up.
Was the final score?
3-0. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Rugby score.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was good. So well done to everyone.
Just need
involved.
the sevens to get the act together.
Oh, yeah. That would be wonderful.
Have we ever won
in Cape Town? No. It's like our bogey venue
That's crazy.
is South Africa. How's that?
Wow.
I mean, not George. I think we did.
Yeah,
well in
George, we were-
They should take it back to
Yeah. Take it back,
to
guys.
George.
Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
man. But yeah, that would be grand if they could do that. But
World Player of the Year?
hello. Yeah, I mean, it's really tough because you feel like you're taking it away from someone who's well deserved, like Peter Steff. But I want Cheslin Colby to get it.
Funny enough, someone was just comparing like basic stats. Peter Steff has the same amount of tries. So
That's annoying.
I don't think there's any argument. It's unfortunate.
No, but look at Peter Steff. Look at Cheslin.
What are you saying?
I'm saying Peter Steff is a wall.
Oh, okay.
So he can just like, I'm not, because you know, I
Yeah.
mean, if you listen to any episode, you know Peter Steff de Toy is everything. But come on, guys, Cheslin, he threw lineouts and put in scrums this year. What more must he do? Also, I'm now, when I see Anton Dupont headline, I'm scratching the name and I'm putting Cheslin Colby's name in there, and then I'm just going to read it like that because it doesn't
Okay.
actually matter what they're saying.
I
And
wouldn't
also-
begrudge any one of the South Africans.
No, that's,
I would say it's between Cheslin and Peter Steff.
yeah. I don't mind either way.
Yeah.
But
Even for me,
it
it's
would be
like
lovely.
a lifetime achievement. Because he's had other seasons where he's been way more dominant.
Actually, even last year, he could have gotten it last year.
Yes, he should have gotten it last
Okay,
year.
Ardy.
Hello, no.
Anyway, you didn't even like individual awards.
I don't, but I'm saying,
Now you want to come and
okay,
give
breakthrough
your
player
input.
of the year.
Sasha. Sorry. I wouldn't be mad if it's Wallace Satiti.
But
Only based on the Cape Town match. Because seeing him, it was incredible. It was like he stole my attention. But
Yeah.
also because Sasha was on the bench.
yeah,
Would have been a different story.
but Sasha had that break that game,
Yeah. The break in his like
broken leg.
his
so
leg, yeah.
the thing is, when they, according to the time frames, Sasha's actually played more games because it's based on a certain time frame.
Okay.
So Satiti's only played 5.
Oh, I thought they would have been equal because Sasha's been out for so long.
No, but the cutoff was the end of October.
Oh.
You see.
I didn't know. Is that cut off for all categories?
Yes.
Oh, Jizzy.
You see. So it depends when they cast their votes, because then I think it's going to be Peter Steff.
Yeah, because these 3 matches
Cheslin was cooking, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then obviously Satiti's cooking.
Oh,
So
God.
I think it's probably going to be Sasha and Peter Steff.
I'm not mad at that,
Yeah, I'm
but
not
I
mad.
really, because if not now, when? For Cheslin, I mean.
He's still going to go into the Hall of Fame.
I know, but they're, with the way World Rugby operates and like these wackadoodle systems, it's just like so refreshing seeing 3 South African players. I mean, how was that team of the tournament last year at the World Cup where only one winning?
Yeah, I think they I think they're
it's
trying
so silly.
to sort of course correct there, because
My word.
that was a travesty.
Yeah, so anyway, but I'm happy with the nominees.
Team of the year?
Except,
Surely.
come on, 11 out of 13.
Must be.
Yeah,
Coach of the year?
those are always tricky
Probably Franco Smith.
because can you? Oh, is that Oh, I didn't see that.
Was it? Oh, wait, sorry. I don't know who's nominated.
I don't think they go domestic, do they?
Well, that's an
Do they give-
international, like an international.
Ah, yes.
So let me see.
Yes, so then he should. I mean, no one else could do with them what he did.
Guys, are we serious?
I'm
That is
actually,
ridiculous.
I want to put him in the pipipeline for the Springboks.
I see you on Ackerman is.
Yes, he's
back.
joining.
Yeah, he's
yes,
consulting.
that's lovely. That's lovely.
So,
And it's Ackerman.
Ackerman. Okay, sorry.
No, I didn't see Coach of the Year nominees, but that would be delightful. Let's just have a clean sweep of South Africans.
Yeah.
Although no sevens players there, but doesn't matter because that's not real.
I mean,
It hasn't been real since Neil Powell.
Yeah, well, Neil Powell's cooking in the Sharks. So, actually, there's no coach of the year on this list. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe that doesn't get voted for. They just decide in a back room.
Maybe, I like it. I'm just thinking of the tries as well. Do we not have a try there?
No, that's unbelievable.
No, but I'm saying, do we... Oh, okay, sorry. So the other categories for winners are announced on the 24th of November.
Oh, so that's when we'll see.
Yeah, so we'll...
So maybe that cutoff is different because they have a full calendar year?
Potentially. And there's going to be the Dream Team and Dream Team of the Year. I mean, sevens and men's and women's. Special Merit Award. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, so we'll then maybe, as a conclusion for the season, have some further insights. But yeah, I would say Franco Smith. If it's just national team coaches, then obviously, come on. There's a new one.
Yeah. Doctor.
Jock. No.
National teams, yeah. Yes. What's Japan doing, Eddie?
Hey, well,
oh wait, let's talk about the fixtures.
Australia play? Who do Australia play?
I'll tell you in a
Scotland.
moment.
Do they play France?
That's actually going to be the only even match.
Because Contaponi, if they had to beat Ireland,
that could be.
And then they still play France.
Okay, let me tell you who's playing.
Okay.
France, Argentina.
Ooh.
That's gonna be.
That's a wackadoodle.
Okay, then Ireland, Fiji. I'm always here for the Fijians, but I don't know.
Hey, Ireland's not looking great.
And then Wales, South Africa is an unfortunate matchup, and so is Italy, New Zealand.
Hey.
Those are Saturday's matches.
Hey.
Then
Sundays
equal. What, even Stevens? I don't know. It's like what rhymes with equal? Scotland, Australia.
Yeah.
I think Scotland could reverse.
I don't know. Australia is like on a high.
I know. And then it's England, Japan.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, that's also unfortunate. But I don't think England will take anything from it. And if that's a consolation. And then the last week of the year, the 30th of November, Ireland, Australia.
Ooh.
Come on, Australia!
Come on,
Advance, Joe. Australia. That's not
Come on, Joe.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. So that's... Ooh.
Just on the
Argentina.
international ones to look out for. I don't know if I mentioned it already. Cameron
Yes.
Fourie du Preez.
You spoke about him last week and you showed
Fourie du Preez.
what you were talking about.
I think if he plays like that,
they're set.
he's the best 9
in the world?
Easily.
Cool.
And then
don't tell the Europeans that.
And then they also had a forced change. Peter Lakai.
Okay.
Satiti Lakai.
What a combo.
Sevilla.
Man.
That is...
So glad we have time before we play them again. Come on, Cameron.
Yeah, Cam.
Get settled.
No, that's... Ooh, I'm licking my lips for that.
Wow.
I'm just thinking now.
That's
future.
rugby.
That... Ooh.
Please don't change more rules.
Bring Richie back, please, as well. I want a full strength All Black to go against. Strength on strength. Let's go.
Yeah. But then we need to get sorted out with who's 6, who is 7, who is 8.
So I think the centers could be had. I don't like the centers.
Okay.
New Zealand centers. They don't have... I think it's just...
It's not what we're used to.
It's not what we used to. Dukes and Jesse, any day of the week. But Mwanga, yeah, there's an edge there. And then if you got Fourie du Preez playing,
sure,
that is...
I'm pretty sure these people are fit. Let's go. Let's do it. Cape Town Stadium's going to show up.
But yeah, I think Peter Laka is
the future.
Yeah, he looks like something special.
Well,
Very
I mean-
unassuming.
You'll have lots of practice this weekend.
Yeah.
Great. Well, there you have it.
That was a stream of consciousness pod.
So happy that you could be here with us for the journey. Until next time, share your comments, share the podcast with others who you believe will, benefit from the stream of conscious.
Yes. Share your stream of conscious.
That would be most excellent. Thank you, Timothy.
Thank you.
And thank you all for listening. This has been Nice Try for the fans.